Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, welcome to Hughes Reviews. And today we got something that's been kind of anticipated by a lot of people, I think. Today I'm going to give you my in depth review and opinions on the new sweep from Magnus.
And here we go.
Um, this thing came out in a pre order about a month and a half or so ago. And when it came out, the initial impressions I had by seeing the post and just seeing images of this slider, um, it didn't jump out at me at first. It didn't speak to me, as I like to say. Um, it kind of reminded me of a toad from back in the day. Let me reach over here and grab it. Um, it just kind of, the ergonomics of it really just kind of struck me a little bit toad-like. That opinion of mine has changed now that I have it in hand. The corners are clearly different, and honestly, the Toad is more comfortable in the hand for me over extended periods of time fidgeting. Now, my initial impressions of it still ring true. It does feel really good in the hand. The plates feel really good. The plates are like almost like glass. Um, they feel really good. They really do. The plates are probably the best part about this for me. Um, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or talk it up or anything like that. The actual design of it, it doesn't. It still doesn't do it for me. Um, I'm glad it's stonewashed because if it wasn't, I just fear with how my hands sweat that it would be hard for me to get a good grip on. And then talking to a few other people in the community, that seems to be something that people with hands that sweat seem to have an issue with. But with the stonewash finish, it's great. It really is. Um, the other thing is for me is it's heavy.
There's that word again, heavy.
I am not the biggest fan of really heavy sliders. Um, you know, I say that and I have a couple turtles and I have a Zerk coral. Um, but for the most part, those are for short use on the couch most of the time. Anything heavy, I usually just use around the house. But actually using every day the last couple days, trying to use this throughout the day, I've noticed a few things, and they're actually the things that I had some concerns about when this design dropped. And this is my opinion, right? This is subjective, and this is my opinion. This is how I feel with this. Whether or not you have the same experience is totally subjective and your opinion, which is part of why we love this hobby. This community is because you can tailor everything you want for your desires, right? You have your likes, I have mine, and that's part of what's fun. We can all talk about it and enjoy what other people like too. So with this, it's kind of, it gets uncomfortable for me. If I'm being completely honest, it gets uncomfortable. These edges here, do this. So these edges here, they get a little bit rough. So they make it a little bit uncomfortable to use for extended periods of time. And I'm one of those people that I got one in my hand most of the day. It gets a little bit hot spotty for me. But the smoothness of the plates kind of makes up for that because it slides so effortlessly. And it makes some sounds. I've posted some videos in the group, and it makes a good noise. It makes something different. So it makes a good noise. I like it. It does. I do like that. But the best thing about it, like I said, is the plates. And for me, I haven't taken this one apart yet. And now it might fix itself if I take the plates off and try to adjust it. But this is straight out of the box. This is how I got it. So this is what I'm reviewing. I have not taken this apart to mess with magnets. I'm playing with it as I got it. The lines on this side. Now let me come up again. So as you can see here, the body and the plate don't align flush. So you kind of get this rough edge here. Over time, kind of wears at the inside of your fingers at the softer skin. And then when you flip it over, you'll see on this side that they actually stick up above the body just a little bit. So that's what leads me to believe, like, if I loosen the plates and kind of shimmy them over, they should align a little better. But like I said earlier, that this is how it came out of the box. This is how I'm going to review it. Basically, as it comes down to with this, it's good. You know, it's good, but for me, it's a little heavy. So let's see. Actually, I'll just do the weight right here. So 85.12 grams. So then you compare that to the Skelly Vert, that's only 47, almost 48. You got the Hex 61. You know, so for me, it's a little heavy, but it's good for, you know, for me, maybe 5-10 minutes at a time. It's not one that I'm going to be using all day, having it in my pocket, you know, having confidence that it's not going to fling off. I've had some issues with that too, but I'm also a little aggressive when I fidget. So I like to really fling stuff around a lot of times. So basically, in closing, you know, it's a neat design, but for me, it's just a little too sharp. And like I said, the plates and the body don't fit flush. But like I also said, that could be probably adjusted through loosening the plates and, you know, just kind of tightening them back again. But as it came out of the box, you know, it kind of makes it feel uneven. And for me, symmetry is a huge deal. Other than the weight, you know, the plates are great. If these edges were softened just a little bit, I think it would really make it better for me personally. This whole end here, the way that this is, you know, concaved into the plate design, I really do like that. That is a really neat aesthetic. But you know, I'm gonna keep using it. I'm gonna report back in a little, you know, little bit more time and see if it grows on me. And the last thing is, when I unboxed this, there was some scratches on the plates right out of the box, and through using it, it's hard to see where they were. It's almost like they kind of smoothed themselves out. So that's another positive. They stay really, really smooth, and I haven't had any issues with anything between these plates. So it does have a lot of benefits and positives so far, but it hasn't gripped me. I still enjoy it for what it is, but I would probably grab something lighter for a daily carry for me. Other than that, that's pretty much my overall review. I've been buying Magnus stuff for a long time, and I'm pretty good at this point looking at a release or a pre-order and having that, like, okay, I think I want to try that feeling about it. And I just didn't have that for this. Mainly because the aesthetics of the plates. I don't know who coined the phrase, but someone called them muffin tins, and that stuck with me, and I never was able to unsee it. So the muffin tin style plates, you know, they look too different for me, but they feel good, so I can deal with it. It's just mainly for me, the downsides are the weight and the hot spots on the edge. For me, it's a little bit too much for any type of long-term use. Short-term, sitting just in the chair watching TV, just kind of lightly messing with it, for me is more enjoyable. But if I want to, you know, use a slider and flip stuff around, you know, I'm gonna be going with one of these guys, you know, because it's it's lighter for me. I like lighter stuff most of the time, just for daily fidgeting and you know, just my enjoyment. And you know, lately, especially the last few days, the Skelly Vert is just stolen the show, man. It dethroned the Hex. So this is something else I need to make another video on. That'll be its own review for the production model. There's actually a couple misconceptions right now amongst a couple people in the community about this Skellyverk and this one here. But we'll get into that in another video. So with all of that being said, that is all I have on the new sweep from Magnus. And it does come in a machine finish as of right now. The stone wash, as far as I'm aware, is not yet available as an option. But judging by some of the comments and response in the community when I posted some pictures of it, pretty substantial positives, and sounds like it's going to be something he needs to offer. So I will suggest that to him. And that is all I got for you. I will see you all in the next Hughes Reviews video.